with your mask on. Look, I made you this shirt. Wait, let's see if it looks like you. Do people think it looks like you? I made it for you.
No.
Whoa. Do it.
No, I can't.
Try it.
No.
It was so cute.
No more.
I know, but try it like you just did a second ago. Do it. That's not what you did. Watch out! Kill the cat today! Yo, bye! Yo!
God actually became as you are, that you may rise to know yourself to be as He is. Having entered your skull, He now has visions of eternity. Visions of war, famines, and convulsions were first imagined, or they could not happen. When you imagine a state and find its response coming from without, you have discovered who God is, for all things are made by Him. As He wills it so it is. But He must have one who will do all of His will. You see, humanity is David, always doing your will. From Neville Goddard's 1969 lecture, All That You Behold. Neville is telling you that what we call 3D reality is God's dream of life. But in this dream, our eternal visions are waking us up. When we see all the things going on in the world, we end up thinking it is separate from us, thus giving it power, becoming entangled with the shadows. Right now, we might see on the news all the terrible things going on in the world, but Neville's saying, it could not be if it was not imagined. But when we try to go through life, not seeing this connection with imagination, we see everything as separate, and then we become entangled with the shadows and we lose our power. And you're hearing this because it is time for you to take back that power.
What's it say, honey? Let's go. Oh, I could even put English for 8. Oh, okay, we gotta look at the menu and put the number in. You know the drill. Wow, what pretty menu. Oh, sushi. Oh my God. Oh, mother load. Yes, I think I'll skip dinner and just have dessert. I'm thinking between the Cajun chicken jambalaya and the spicy curry rice.
Every child born of woman will eventually know that he is the God who created the universe and willed everything into being. Then he will forgive all, for he will know they were only doing his will. Then everyone summed up will appear to him as David, and he will say, I have found my son David to be a man after my heart who does all my will. So Neville is telling you, your creation is humanity. And in this dream of life, your imagination guides humanity to manifest your imaginings into tangible reality.
Wow, that looks magical. Doesn't that look magical? I'm gonna try this drink. Here's the music drink. Oh, I thought it was gonna be sparkling soda. It's tea.
Not tea. This is red, no?
Are you sure? I think I got the wrong drink.
This is not tea, it's red, no?
No. Honey, can you rescue me and get me one?
Oh, this is ucha.
I got the wrong
You
one.
push
Can
next to...
you give me the right one?
You push next to...
Thank you, my prince. Anyway, so we'll try this tomato soup he got me. He said it's a little oily. It's like more like a tomato broth compared to Campbell's tomato soup. It's really good. It almost tastes like a highball, sugary highball.
Neville goes on to say, "Your consistent attendance and your interest in my words tell me you are at the end of the play. Having played the part of the well-known and the unknown, the wealthy and the poor, the disgraced and the proud, you have played everything as it is all contained within you. Every conceivable part is now a reality in you, but you need not activate it. You can, however, enter a state and by the simple act of assumption, activate that state, and not one power in the world can stop its response. If it takes a dozen or thousands of men and women to respond to your assumption, they will."
Taco salad. Looks like guacamole, and I'm not sure what that is. Let's put some of the salsa on. There's also honey. I think that's as close as we'll get to tacos in the countryside. So this is their version of jambalaya and Cajun chicken. Wow. You're in for a real treat. I guess this goes on here. I don't know.
Yes.
Uh-oh, someone's getting ready to rob me. You can't wait. You're too hungry. Go ahead, honey. Rice. Let's see how their jambalaya rice is. Oh, Japan's very unique version of it. It almost tastes like they put some barbecue sauce in the rice or something and some cayenne. Interesting. Americans got you beat on this, but not bad. Ready? The nice part about sharing, I get to try some of yours. What is it? Chicken? Is chicken hidden somewhere in there? Ooh, I can't wait to have some of this bread.
You want some?
Wow. Oishi bread. Warm and soft and crispy on the outside, and the milky butter. We're gonna sneak a little of his chicken while he gets some more drink. Tender, soft, yummy. Oishi, good. You okay? Don't mind there. I don't mind food. Look at this piece of art.
Itadakimasu.
Wait, don't you touch my sundae. Is it mine? Sugar, right?
Sugar caramel, right?
Pushy, look at my dessert. Ooh. Oh, that's why they give a bowl. It's minty like a Girl Scout cookie. Wow.
Mint chocolate.
And it's like jelly and not like a
Oh, this is much better.
This is much better? Oh yeah, you're right. Dig in, honey bunny. Oh, it's so minty. Oh, it's gonna collapse. Wow, look at that jelly.
Jelly?
Mint jelly. I guess I ate it all. Wait a minute. Oh, look at this sugar. Oh, I got it all, sorry. It's very good. Not my most favorite, but very good.
So Neville is saying that everything you encounter, the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, it's all you. It's all contained within you. Just like when you go to bed at night and you have a night dream, and you see a world as what you call reality, and yet when you wake up, it all dissolves back into you. And mystics like Neville are telling you, and so this world as well. But if you don't like something, you need not activate it. And if there's something you want instead, assume it is already done. He is telling you this is how things are activated in the world and brought into what you call reality. With a strong dollar, it's about $30 USD.
Be careful, Goddess.
Okay.
Be careful.
You have to
Be
get
careful.
it, man.
Be careful. Be careful. Watch your step.
可愛いですね。
If your son wants to grow a beard, let him. If he doesn't want to grow up, don't try to give him all of your good advice. Simply leave him alone. And in your own wonderful human imagination, and in your own wonderful way, imagine you are free of that state. For the world belongs to you, and it is always expressing your inner thoughts. See a situation as something on the outside, and you become entangled in its shadows. For everyone who responds to your imaginal act is a shadow. How can a shadow be causative in your world? The moment you give another the power of causation, you have transferred to him the power that rightfully belongs to you. Others are only shadows, bearing witness to the activities taking place in you. The world is a mirror, forever reflecting what you are doing within yourself. If you know this, you are set free. So Neville's basically telling you, don't try to change things on the outside. It's like looking into the mirror and not liking what you see. So you're trying to change what you see with the mirror. But that's not how you really change things. It may at times seem like things change, but eventually you'll come to different experiences where you'll realize you cannot change it just by changing the mirror. And that's the problem. Most of us didn't realize these truths, and we've transferred our power, and we have fallen into the state of feeling powerless. But in you is the eternal vision to remind you, to awake, and if you like, to lucidly dream the dream of life.
It closes in 10 minutes? Spectacular. What kind of books do you like to look at, or magazines? Many kinds?
Many times. Many times.
Bookstores here are amazing.
Oh, closing.
Huh?
Closing song.
Oh, that's a closing song, it means? Isn't that the New Year's theme?
Mm-hmm.
They have some paper. These are so cute.
When I awake, I am he. When you awake, you are he. And when all awake, we are all he, who together form the one Lord God and creator of it all. Don't envy anyone or condemn anyone, for condemnation is judgment, and judgment is a sympathy of your imagination. With what judgment you judge, you will be judged and fulfilled. So don't think bad of anyone, because we're all connected. Whatever it is that's not making you feel good, it is some reflection within. So instead of thinking bad of something on the outside, which will just perpetuate it, look to what you want instead, and learn to stay faithful to experiencing that in imagination as though it already is, however long it takes. In the beginning, no one was born a king. Someone had to feel that position and take it by force. You don't have to go back and change anyone or anything, but envy no one. If someone wants 1,000 or 100,000 acres, let him have them. If you would like to live in a lovely apartment, claim you do. You may think you can't afford the one you want, but that thought is an imaginal act. I would suggest, instead of thinking you can't afford it, to simply sleep in that apartment tonight mentally, accepting the fact that you have all the funds necessary to pay for it. Persist, and the world will respond. You will get the money needed to live there. The world does not cause. It only responds to your imaginal acts. For only God acts, and God is in you as your own wonderful human imagination. Isn't that amazing to think of a time before there was even a king, but someone wanted to be that and imagined? But Neville's saying don't worry about that, let it alone, and instead focus on what do you want. Don't worry if it's possible or how. What do you want? And can you go to bed assuming you are already that, to catch that spirit, that mood, right into sleep, and to continue to do so until you know it's yours, or it is yours. And he is telling you if you can be bold and committed, it will find a way to you. A seed must fall into the ground and die before it is made alive. So God dies, saying, "Unless I die, thou canst not live. But if I die, I shall rise again, and thou with me." And God rose. So let us die from what we call reality, and let us rise instead in imagination, as the person we want to be, having what we want to have. And now with that, let us go into the silence. Good.